All right, welcome to the, first review of the evening, second video of the evening. Like, probably not going to remember that designation henceforth, since it's very clumsy and awkward. Anyway, up this time is a game called Street Racer. So let's see, Street Racer. This is one of those games that has a legacy. What looks to have been fairly popular back in the day, that day being the 90s, but I don't think is particularly remembered by most people. Um, like, you're not seeing this game brought up among, let's say, 90s racing giants as Super Mario Kart or Road Rash, which are the two games this particular title takes the most influence from. Like, and I could go on, but the thing is, Street Racer apparently did well enough to get a slew of ports over about a 3-year period. Yeah, this originally got released for the Super NES in 1994, which I'm not sure if that makes it the first Mario Kart clone, but it's definitely on the early days spectrum. Um, and got ported to the Genesis, PlayStation, Sega Saturn, Game Boy, PC, and even the Amiga, like in 1997, no less. So yeah, this game saw a huge amount of platform porting over the course of 3 years. But I'm like, and I'm sure it's got its fans, but once again, I don't hear this in like the same breath as say Crash Team Racing or Diddy Kong Racing in terms of games that, if only for a title, managed to successfully challenge the legacy and hegemony of Mario Kart. Seems to have filled in its own weird little niche, and that is, once again, the selling point to this is not just it combines street violence with go-kart racing. Like, instead of, I'm not sure if this game has, traditional Mario Kart power-ups. We'll have to go to Petty for that. But it's like, its big selling point is you can throw fisticuffs out. And that is very Road Rash. That was Road Rash's big gimmick. Anyway, so I think we've narrowed that this is an emulated version of the Super NES version, and this was given to Petty for review. So over to him, and he's got opinions, very loud and angry opinions about this.
Well, this game actually has two versions that it comes with. You can either play the MS-DOS version or what they call 16-bit version, which I'm guessing is an emulated version of the NES or SNES.
Either that or the Genesis.
Well, it has ABXY for control buttons,
Yeah,
so
then it's the Super NES.
yup.
Like, and anyway, so how do the different versions play?
Um, the whatever emulator they're using for what we think is the SNES version is hot garbage.
That is unfortunate.
Um, Rotation is abysmal. Like you could barely see what you're doing. It does have save states. There is at least that.
Any
Uh,
sort of
hmm?
rewind function?
Nope.
Jeez.
But yeah, there is window size options. You can get a CRT filter
Of
if you're
course.
fucking insane. You can reset. You can change your input, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. And Like now, in terms of like the game itself, did you play all the modes?
I tried dabbling some of them. There are several modes. There
Yes, like.
is regular race,
Mhm.
head to head, championship, kind of like I guess a survival mode, and soccer, which okay. I didn't see any powers. It does have an interesting cast of characters, ranging from what I think is supposed to be some sort of genie to uh Frankenstein's monster. So, god damn it.
I mean, is there anything racially insensitive?
A little
Is that
bit. Let's see. There is what I'm guessing is your. I don't know if he's supposed to be Middle Eastern or like genie type character. Um, Huda, who basically looks like a white guy in a turban. So that's great. There is Sulu or Suzulu, which
there is
yep, that's a no.
I
the
think I might
past?
have actually seen this in Nintendo Power back in the day.
Biff looks fine.
Like, yeah,
I mean, he's a racial character of a white person,
Yeah.
but those aren't offensive.
no, yeah, and here, yeah. Surf, who, oh,
And then
okay.
there's also Sumo-san.
I think you.
Not,
Hey, you didn't mention the Red Baron.
Yeah, the Red Baron's here apparently.
yeah, I'm like,
But yeah,
so,
Zulu is not okay.
yeah, I give that one the worst.
You know what the sad thing is?
Mhm.
It's an offensive racial character, but it's still not like on the scale of offensive racial characters. It's not that bad.
Oh, I can think of worse examples from the '90s. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I mean.
yeah,
He's like a couple of notches below whatever DJ from Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Oh, apparently
So
the
just the
PC
first
port was done by Ubisoft.
Did you
uh,
remove the game footage?
Yeah,
Pennington?
I switched over to the
Okay.
DOS version.
yeah. Like, actually, all the versions were published by Ubisoft. This game was developed by a company called Vivid Image, who did a whole bunch of games. The Samurai series comes to mind, or if you're familiar with your N64 era Kart ripoffs, they did the game Scars, if I'm remembering correctly, which is basically what if we combine carts with animals.
But yeah, the PC version has a full like FMV thing, which
Mm-hmm.
okay. Um, I'm
Is it PC or is it arcade?
it's opened in DOS box, so I'm assuming it's DOS
Gotcha.
PC.
I don't know.
They didn't do much with DOS arcades.
Yeah. Yeah, they did not. Yeah, they did not publish an arcade version of this because why would they? Like,
Just checking.
like
Holy shit! That's some keyboarding. Um.
Hey, they
uh,
hadn't invented controllers that could plug into a computer yet,
I mean, they had,
or
but
something.
you know, it's the era of the Gravis gamepad.
And
Like,
it's also before they had invented
I don't know.
standard key. It's also before they had invented standard key mapping.
I'm not exactly like So, Petty, you can split your fingers like that one opening of Ghost in the Shell standalone.
yeah. Um. Whoever was.
It's not just the opening. They do that. The creepy fucking data entry robots do that.
Don't be pedantic here. Like,
Holy God, I can't bind steer left and right to the arrow keys.
well,
Oh no!
Oh yeah, because you need those for menus. You could probably bind them to friggin' part of WASD.
like,
Who thought this was okay?
I mean, what you really need: jump, accelerate, left and right to be available, right? Or do you need front attack also? Because reverse, you never need reverse and accelerate at the same time.
Okay, so it can't use something that's already selected.
So you have to put it on something pointless before you do
Yep.
it. I feel like you actually might be good to like have one hand be move and the other hand be like if you mapped WASD to left, right, jump and reverse, or left, right, accelerate and reverse, and then the other hand to the attacks and jump or something. But I'm just theory crafting. This is a terrible setup because they're making you come up with it by yourself.
well, I see the number pad looks open there. Can you change anything over to that?
Yes, you can. They're white, so you definitely can.
Yeah, I might do that.
Oh, and this is for 2-player mode.
Oh.
That's why I can't use the fucking
Maybe
the arrow keys.
with the arrow keys, insert end page down,
are for player
and then
2.
and then the giant fucking enter button.
Are for player 2.
Oh, well, mystery.
I,
The sad thing is this version looks a lot better.
it looks better, but the controls make you want to have a fucking stroke.
I think you might be having a stroke right now. You're stammering into anguish. Like,
Oh God.
oh, and you still have to test run this apparently. Like,
There's a special place in hell for this.
oh, like, yes, I suppose there is. But it's like, I think you can blame this one on the original devs.
Maybe? Holy fucking
Yeah,
what?
again, some of this is due to fucking they hadn't come up with WASD yet or whatever, maybe.
Oh yeah, WASD is actually a few years away. Like WASD got solidified in about 1998, I'd say.
Yeah, as a standard. So it's still the wild west of developers thinking, well, this is the controller keyboard layout that makes comfortable for me, and at least it is pretty much fully customizable, if not well, but not gonna say that's a good, just it makes sense.
Like, are you actually crying over there?
No, I'm debating whether or not I want to fucking run into the street and scream.
Like,
Oh God. Okay, I think I have this
abomination.
yes. Practice? Ah, yes, and here are our friends. Not named this time.
I'm like,
And oh yeah, they took out Suzuru's nose thing. It looks slightly less bad, but still kind of fucking no.
So he also has all of his teeth are real.
Yeah, he doesn't have the gold teeth. So, mild improvement. Though, Biff looks kind of like a skinhead, and that's terrifying.
I mean, he
I
looked
mean, he
like that.
did before.
I mean,
Yeah.
he looked more like a regular person. Now it looked like he had a forehead tattoo, and no.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy's supposed to be Italian.
Yeah. I'm like, it's like they tried to make what's her name, Sunny Surfside or whatever, Surf, a bit more hotter than the Super NES version.
ID Honda, what are you doing here?
You mean Sumo-san, right?
Yes, we'll go with that. Like,
Well, clear that you can tell that this isn't limited to mode 7.
Oh yeah. Well, Mode 7's generally fine. The problem with the
Just
other
the fact
one is the shit-ass interpretation of it.
Well, no, just like that's the hardest thing in going back to Super Mario Kart is the way that all of the terrain and stuff is perfectly flat.
Yeah.
Whereas this can actually convey height.
right. I mean, you were limited with what you could do on the Super
Yeah,
NES.
it's a plane and a horizon line. That's what Mode 7 does, or that's what that version of Mode 7 does.
Right. And as I understand it, like the kart courses of Super Mario Kart were, they kind of played like an FMV background.
Kinda, yeah.
Like,
But yeah, it looks
there's a
like
whole.
this has like some kind of power-ups or something. Like I just ran over a bomb that I would need to try and get rid of, or I go boom. And like there's health pickups.
But unfortunately, this game has made you welcome the sweet release of death.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, this game is terrible.
So, how bad are the controls?
Since I remapped them to something a human would use, they are okay. Though
I mean, it's not like super slippery or anything.
I mean, if you want
Or
to try
stiff.
it's stiff. Good lord, is it stiff? Like I can't turn for shit.
Yes, that is very apparent.
Oh god, I'm driving backwards. What the hell?
Yeah, you've done that a couple of times. You go the wrong. You just go the wrong way through the intersection and get fucked up there.
Yeah, that. Well, did you see the map? That map is not in a usable location at all.
Little bit unideal.
Unideal was.
I mean, on the plus side, I can tell which one of them is yours because he's driving worse than everybody else.
Go fuck yourself.
Like, I'm sure if y'all, I'm sure. If
I'm not saying I'd be good at this.
Yeah. Duly noted. It's more like there's only so much you can do with this setup. I think.
So yeah, the graphics on this version are better, but the menu and the setup to get into it is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Does one version play better than the other? Once you're actually racing,
the DOS version doesn't make me want to vomit when I'm turning.
Okay, that's fair.
Though they both control like ass.
I think that's been demonstrated.
So yeah, anything else?
I think we've music. Anything to report there?
Well, the music on the DOS version is broken. I don't know how to fix it.
That's probably a DOSBox issue.
Yeah, it is DOSBox. And this isn't the version of DOSBox I can get into the settings and change its configuration stuff, so... Play at your own risk?
Okay.
And the, like, 16-bit version, the music was meh.
Unfortunate.
So dare I ask price?
Well, let's see. Regular price is $9.99. I'm like, but this thing, but I'll note that this thing goes on sale fairly frequently. Like it's on sale right now for $3.49.
See,
No.
if they had an updated version that let me had decent controller support, $3.99 might be okay. But in the
As it is, it's just
the as is
it is
package
two
right now
versions
is
of a game, but they're not great versions.
yeah. There is a potential to have at least something fun. But the way DOSBox was implemented was garbage. Like, I shouldn't need to try and look for the ROM file, put that in a better version of DOSBox just to be able to play it. And then the 16-bit version, if I were to buy this, I would almost say just get a better ROM in a better emulator.
Which you can do.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything else?
If you want to play this as is, avoid like the fucking plague. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm good.
All right then. So that'll about do it for Street Racer here. Be sure to tune in after the break as the Galax will be reviewing Super Hunchback.